Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm excited to bring you back a whole new brand new video. I'm excited. I don't think y'all ready. Y'all ready? Let's go. Today we're wiring this Leviton panel. It's a single phase 20 space 100 mm breaker panel. It's a sub panel on the second floor in this house. So the first thing that we need to know before you wire a panel is you always want to make sure you remove your jumping bridge, because this is a sub panel. We don't bond the neutral and the ground together. We'll get more in depth of details about that in our next video, but for today the focus is this panel. So the way this panel works, it comes with its neutral and the line next to each one, versus other panels where you have to have an actual arc fault breaker where you got to bring your arc fault neutral into the neutral bar and top. But in this panel, everything's come pre-made, so it's like perfect for us on the field. So now let's get started. Quick progress. As you guys can see, one of the first thing I like to do when I'm doing my panel is I like to group the wires. Like there's two sets of wires in this connector, which is a double connector, 212-2s MC. So I like to group them so everything could be identified. So that way when the inspector comes, everything is grouped. So it make it easier and a smooth transition for inspection, especially when it comes to a 12-3. The 12-3 connector, I always do that in a single. That way I don't have to worry about the inspector asking, how do you know it's the 12-3 when you put it in a double? So all 12-3 MC is always good to do a single connector. So now, once I finish do that, the next thing I do is I separate all my ground and group them together and start strapping them with zip ties. And I like to use sticky back to make it a little neat so everything could come up together. So the next thing I'm about to do is start bringing all my wire down into each spot. So like in this panel, for instance, there's a 30 amp for a washing machine. So what I like to do is I like to start with my 30, then goes 20, 20, 20, and then there's 15, then there will be 15. So that way everything is nice in order. So let's get to it now, shall we? So I got all my laundry circuit done, bathroom GFI, bedroom outlet. So now moving on to the ground. Now as far as the ground concerned, so what I did, I ran a 2-3 MC from the main panel because I like everything in my panel to have ground straight from the panel downstairs. Even the sub panel, everything must have a ground. I don't care if it's residential, you name it. Residential doesn't call for 12-2 MC, FYI. But up and above, it's all about doing things above and beyond. We like to go way beyond the code. So for us, we rather spend a few more dollars and making sure that everything goes well in our panel. So now we're gonna do the ground. So now this is the ground bar on this side. As I explained before, I removed the bridge from the neutral to the ground because it's a sub panel. It doesn't need to be bonded. So now I'm about to get the ground done and get this panel up to par. So as you guys can see, now I'm getting ready to do the other side. All this side is my lighting, my outlet, and my smoke alarm. So now I'm about to energize all these wires on its place. So one of the things that I want to show you guys, I'm using a torque screwdriver. I don't know if you can see it. So on this side is where all the bedroom circuit goes, the smoke alarm, the outlet, and the lighting. I keep everything separately. I like to start with my first one. For this circuit, I'm using a torque screwdriver. So according to this panel, all the number 12 wire has to be tightened into 20 pounds. So once you hit the 20 pound, you could hear the sound goes. So that means you're good to go. So Okay, we can move on into the next one. It's very important that you torque all your wire to the manufacturer size, because if you don't, if you tighten too much, it could cause overheat and the wire could get burnt. I like to use zip ties on my wires, make it nice. I gotta do the next one. There you have it, guys. Everything is done. Now it's just a matter of installing the breakers, which we gotta wait for, and that's it.